Hey, good. Hey, Sean, and anybody watching. First of all, I just watched your package opening video from This Hidden World, and I see he finally sent you this. And first of all, I want to show my appreciation to anybody out there that was willing to send you this, because from what I paid and from what he paid, big difference, especially doing currency, if you know what I mean. But you see, he got his from New Zealand, where he lives, and nothing against where he lives or anything, but I got mine here in the States. In fact, I got mine right here in California. When I got this, I got it off Amazon.com, and I got it through a little partnership that Amazon has with one of their sellers, one of their marketplace sellers, that I think allows it to be with free shipping, or adds a little something to it, or something like that. Or not, I don't really know, but the person on Amazon.com, and you should check him out, is Transformer Specialist, and I bought this off of him. I mean, when I saw this on the when I saw this, I said to myself, you know what, I gotta get it. I kept putting it off. Until, a few months ago, I said, you know what, screw it. I have the money now. I'm working. I'm gonna get myself something nice I'm gonna get myself something really nice. And of course, I did get other Blu-rays and DVDs, but I decided that this was going to be the very first big thing I got, and it was. In fact, when you go back and look at my video on this, it's one of the and you take a look at, from when I started doing Blu-rays this year to now, this was one of the first Blu-rays I picked up. So I'm actually kind of happy about that. And I think I got it around the same time, same week or so, or within the same time frame as I got G.I. Joe the movie on Blu-ray as well. All we have to do now is wait to see if Shout Factory dares to do it and puts the My Little Pony movie from 1986 on Blu-ray this coming fall as well. But yeah, it's the same thing. And to answer your question, because you commented on my video, and I appreciate that, Sean. I checked the region codes on my Funya Blu-ray player, and it's spelled, and the name of it is F-U-N-A-I, and you can look it up online. I think it's connected to Magnavox or somebody, I don't really know. Mostly it's one of those Walmart exclusives, and it's a good player, don't get me wrong, it's a very good player, especially if you get the warranty with it. Especially if you get a 2 or 3 year warranty with it, it's a great player, it works, especially if you don't play it so much. And it does come with Netflix, YouTube, VUDU, or VDU, as they call it from Walmart, as well as the VDU apps, which include Facebook and various other apps. But anyway, I checked the side of the box that we have in the garage, and it says Region A for Blu-ray and Region 1 for DVD. So I can't really understand why yours won't work, unless, of course, it's the brand. And this is what I mean. You see, sometimes certain Blu-ray players, whether it's a major Blu-ray player, well, actually some Blu-ray players, DVD players, if you will, sometimes, and you know this, depending on the brand, can play certain things. They can play certain Blu-rays, they can play certain DVDs. So for example, since my Funya Blu-ray player isn't that well established as, let's say, a Philips or a Sony or a Panasonic, it probably can play these, because it isn't as established, it isn't as well known as those other brands. Sony, on the other hand, is a well-known brand. Now, there could be another reason for it as well. You see, it could be, and this is just an opinion, you probably know more about this than I do, Sean. but this is just my opinion, might be the fact that your Blu-ray player is also your video game system. So it might be that. So perhaps because you have a Blu-ray player and a video game system all in one with the PlayStation 3, that might be the reason, because they're not separate. Again, I could be wrong. But my suggestion down the line, if you ever want to do it, is get a separate Blu-ray player. Get a Funya. My suggestion is go as cheap as you can and get a Funya. Like I said, get a Funya, like the one I have. Get the warranty on it. It doesn't cost much. It's about $69, $59. It doesn't cost much. Get it and see what happens. You know, because to me, it worked with this. Everything, all the features on here worked on it. So again, just my opinion, but it could be, Sean, it could be, just my opinion, it could be the fact that your Blu-ray player, DVD player, is also your video game player. Now you might say, well, if that's the case, then the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox would be the same way, right? Possibly. I don't really know, but a strong possibility of that. It's a strong possibility. But the point is, it could be the fact that they're the same system. They're the same. They're basically, everything is played in one place. So to me, it's a possibility that could be the reason. So I'm just throwing out a suggestion there for you down the line to probably, eventually go out and say, hey, I'm gonna buy this and see what happens. And you don't know, it might work for you. It might work. If you get a separate Blu-ray player, like I said, get a Funya, and it's spelled, in case you want to know, it's spelled Funai. Funai. Get one of those Blu-ray players and see what happens. And more specifically, get it with the 2 or 3 year warranty. But get one of those down the line and see what happens. And I guarantee you, you might be surprised. You might be able to play a lot more stuff like this than you can imagine. I mean, yeah, it says PAL format on here too, but it's still play. So that really got me. It really surprised me. So, but that's just a suggestion. Again, to me, like I said, I know I sound like a broken record here, Sean, but to me, I think it's mostly the fact that perhaps, it's because your Blu-ray player and your video is also your video game system. That's what I'm thinking. And if that's the case, it's no wonder there might be a region lock on certain things when it comes to PAL stuff. Because of the fact that it's region locked, not just for PAL formats of DVD and Blu-ray, but it's also like maybe certain features, specifically not the movie, but maybe certain features. But it's also locked that way because they don't want you playing PAL games for the PS3. Just my opinion, and again, I could be wrong because you do know more about this than I do. But again, that's just my opinion. And, again, like I said, the difference between me and him, difference between this Hidden World sending you it and paying for what he did and what I paid about $74, $75, maybe $78 with the shipping cost. I think that's what it was. He did do shipping. And it came literally, how do I do this? It came literally from this guy, Dove Rollins in Benica, California. Dove Rollins in Benica, California. So, and again, he's known as Transformer Specialist off Amazon. So I don't really know what the problem could have been. Again, so I don't know, what could be the problem, with the exception of perhaps it's the fact that, like I said, your player is also your game system. Again, just my opinion, but you go on Amazon, you look it up, And you'll see some people actually say that the features do work. And again, like I said, it all depends on what your player is. My box says Region A and Region 1. So, I don't know. But I do want to congratulate you on getting it, Sean. Whether the special features work or not, you'll probably figure that out yourself, but I'm glad you did finally get it. You are going to enjoy this. It definitely looks a lot better than it ever has. It probably, from what I could probably tell you, even though I don't have this version, it probably surpasses the Ultimate Edition that you got a year or so ago. So, yeah, but basically, if you want to respond to this, Sean, if you want to respond to this video, that's fine, go ahead. If not, that's fine too, but I am happy you finally did get it. I do show respect to Hidden World for sending it to you. But again, like I said, I know I sound like a broken record, but I think it might be the fact that your system, your video game system, and your Blu-ray player are all one and the same, and that might be it. So, and again, it could also be the brand. It could be Sony. You know, it could be the fact that my player, the brand for my Blu-ray player, is not as well known as Sony or Panasonic or Philips or anything like that. Even though, from what I understand, they've been around for 50 years. The Funya brand. So, I don't know. But again, it could be just a variety of that kind of stuff. So, that's all I'm going to say. And again, if you want to take a suggestion to go out and get a Funya Blu-ray player down the line, get the 2-year warranty and all that, perhaps you'll see maybe a difference. I don't know. But again, that's just my opinion. Just thought I'd let you know. And again, congratulations on getting this finally. And I know you're going to enjoy it, especially when you see the big difference in picture quality. And I think it does surpass the Ultimate Edition in a big way. So, take care, Sean, and I'll talk to you later. Oh, and thank you for mentioning me in your video. Package opening from this Hidden World video. Take care.